Hey guys, hope you are doing well. So after the FOMC meeting, the Federal Reserve just decided a hike 0.75, so 75 basis points, the United States Federal Reserve rate, the Fed rate. So then it's less than most of the analysts and traders expected, so the market is in green for now. My name is Vays from CorionX, and we are bringing you the most important crypto news, technical analysis, altcoin, NFT, DeFi gems to keep you updated and educated about the evolution of money and the evolution of the internet, which is everything's crypto. So guys, smash those like, push the bell and notification, or subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Smashing those like helping out the YouTube algorithm, so it's important, appreciate it, and also push the bell notification or when you subscribe. So let's go and check our favorite bubble charts. Let's see what's happening out there. As we see, Bitcoin is up 8%, Ethereum up 15%, so Ethereum is back to 1600 and Bitcoin is eyeing with $23,000, and most of the altcoins are in red. Ethereum Classic 26, Uniswap 23, and Aave 20, LDO 32. So I don't see any single coin in the top 100 in red here, but yeah, so definitely looks pretty good. Let's go and check out our favorite indicator, the crypto fear and greed index. It is still in fear at 28, so this is not as low as it was in the previous few months, and since last year November we are in the fear mode, but the market is starting to recovering according to this sentiment. So also we see that the highest level was at 34 a few days ago, and the investors are not so worried, so the greediness maybe will come back soon. Let's go and check out our first news. 3 signs Bitcoin price is forming a potential macro bottom. Okay, so Bitcoin's upside prospects are supported by at least 3 on-chain and technical metrics. So what are these metrics? Let's check this article on the Coin Telegraph. Hope it will work, but we'll see. Okay, so our first article about these signs and metrics, and BTC price has rallied roughly 25% after dropping to around 17,500 on June 18th, and now it's starting to recover. That's big oversold bounce. The first sign of Bitcoin's macro bottom comes from its weekly relative strength index RSI. BTC's weekly RSI became oversold after dropping below 30 in the week of June 13. That is the first time the RSI has slipped into the oversold region since December 2018. Bitcoin's weekly RSI dropped toward 30 in the beginning of March, and yeah, so these are the signs where when the RSI dropped below 30 that it was really oversold. So in 2018, and also in let's see, in almost oversold RSI in 2020 March, and now again we are in this oversold territory, and you see when the RSI is dipping below 30, then it's really oversold. Bitcoin NUPL jumps above 0. So NUPL is the net unrealized profit and loss indicator. NUPL is the difference between market cap and realized cap divided by market cap. It's represented as a ratio wherein a reading above 0 means investors are in profit. The higher the number, the more investors are in profit. So Bitcoin NUPLs climbed above 0 when the price wobbled about around 22,000. So this is the NUPL. So you see when it is under 0 and also going in this minus category, then investors are dived in losses. but now it came back about zero. So yeah, at least this is a sign indicating the macro bottom. Mining profitability. The pure multiplier examines mining profitability and its impact of market prices. The indicator does it measuring a ratio of daily coin issuance in US dollar and the 365 moving average of daily coin issuance. So the annual average coin issuance, yearly coin issuance, and the daily coin issuance. And when this is in going and heading to zero, and or in this green zone, that it's also signaling a bottom. A strong pure multiplier reading shows that mining profitability is high compared to the yearly average, suggesting miners would liquidate their Bitcoin treasury to maximize revenue. As a result, a higher pure multiplier is known for coinciding with macro tops. Lower pure multiplier readings means the miner's current profitability is below the yearly average. So their profitability is below the yearly average. Risks with a break-even or below zero revenue from mining Bitcoin will risk shutting down, giving up market share to more competitive miners. To ousting of weaker miners from a Bitcoin network has historically reduced selling pressure. Yes. Next piece of news is Goldman executive warns economy is about to drop off a cliff. Here is what it means for crypto. So Raw Paul from Real Vision predicts economic growth will soon fall off a cliff. In this chart, ISM is inverted and the money supply looks like it should start bottoming out and going higher. If it goes higher, crypto should go with it. Now that makes sense because an economic weakness comes. The central bank starts coming into play, liquidity starts being pushed into the system. And also they are seeing China's that the growth is just weakening, but I think we will see it globally, so that becomes interestingly. The US dollar situation may be, we see swap lines that helps money supply, so I think we are going to see the turn in money supply. So that's the macro for crypto improving as growth goes slower. It's kind of counterintuitive because you think, well, if growth slow, then crypto is going to be bad. It's the opposite. As growth slows down, bonds yields fall, inflation falls, money supply starts increasing, crypto starts doing well. Okay, so this is M2 money supply. So and as M2 money supply is starting to increasing, that can beneficial for crypto. IMF recession warning sees Bitcoin deep under 21,000 US dollar amid fresh 1 million US dollar BTC price forecast. So Plan B claims calling for investors to ignore short-term noise. Yes, I share this post. Fed jitters test market resolve. So Fed is just making people crazy. BTC has lost the higher low, which represented a lower time frame technical uptrend. So now it was broken. For example, according to the latest forecast, the United States will have real GDP growth of only 0.6% in the fourth quarter of 2023 on a year-over-year basis, which will make it increasingly challenging to avoid a recession. BTC has lost the higher low, which represented a lower time frame technical uptrend. The trend has shifted. This BTC pullback is the technical aftermath of rejecting from the 200-week moving average after a weekly close. Patience is virtue. Wait for a reversal pattern to re-enter. No setup for an entry at 21,600. So we stay patient. Still in line for 1 million. Plan B. Some of you are afraid of macro and the link between Bitcoin and stock markets. In my opinion, the next 5 years S&P 500 will be in the 5,000-6,000 range and Bitcoin in the 100,000 and 1 million US dollar range. short term is noise, long term is signal. So yes, that it is, guys. Okay, let's go and check our next news. Trader Tom Vays predicts new 2022 low for Bitcoin. Says pullback creates complete disaster for BTC price. So Tom Vays is bearish, as it is in the song. If we get back into this channel, it creates a complete disaster for the price of Bitcoin. So I don't want to see enter this channel. So this channel under, let's say, 21,500 or so. We can trade down with the 50 period moving average on the daily scale another day or two, but that's probably it. And after that would need to rally back to the 128 day moving average, and at that point it really needs to go back up. Otherwise I'm going to put these low targets of 14,000 back on the table. So he's measuring it with moving averages. The weekly chart is still pretty fragile. If we start trending back towards 20,000, all kinds of low end targets are going to back on the table. I still believe there is a 60% chance to bottom is in. All of that goes away if we close below the 20,000 US dollar area. Okay, Tyler Jenks about charts. Cool. Next piece of news is Bitcoin heads into FOMC day on 24-hour highs amid concern over 24,300 US dollar top. So that was before the FOMC meeting. Likely chop movements. Yes, that was. Reclaiming the range high would result in a long position being opened as long as we remain above neither TA or nor on-chain volume profile. So this level as resistance, with realized price bands being the only one hinting on a possible rejection. Realized price that hinting the rejection here. These are the levels. Okay. A one-off rate hike. Additionally, there is a good chance that Powell will indicate that this 75 basis points hike is one-off, and the Fed will be reverting to 50 basis points on account of slowing growth and inflation easing up. With commodity prices falling across the board, markets will react positively to this. Markets have been much more sensitive to data releases than FOMC. Realized volatility has been consistently higher post CPI than post FOMC. Okay. Next piece of news is lots of Ethereum news. Massive Ethereum supply shock incoming as ETH prepares to outpace Bitcoin, according to Raw Poll. And what's really interesting here is this is a supply reduction of really monumental proportion that's about to happen. There are no miners anymore, so therefore all of the activity of miners of selling the tokens that they have earned, they probably sell about 80% of the tokens that they get just to fund their own activities. That's about $1 billion or $2 billion a month. That's about of the market. So that's a small supply shock. There is no ongoing pressure every day from miners who have been rewarded with Ethereum. Then the staking activity, there is currently about 9% of all Ethereum staked. By most guesses, that number should rise to about 30%, because initially we should see some outsized deals, maybe up to as high as 20%, maybe it's 15%, who the hell knows. But either way, it's going to attract a lot of capital into staking, and so that becomes very interesting itself, because if it gets up to 30% of all ETH stake, that 30% that is dormant. So guys, in proof of stake, so Ethereum is moving from proof of work to proof of stake. So there will be no miners, but there will be stakers, because the transaction validations will using this proof of stake consensus mechanism, and this requires staking the native tokens, so staking Ethereums. That 30% cannot be used for DeFi, decentralized finance, CeFi, centralized finance, rehypothecation, shorting, liquidity provision, nothing. It's out of the system. Okay, that it's massive supply shock. Okay, so I think a lot of this activity is getting very interesting. If I start looking at price, we have talked a bit about Bitcoin, but if I look at the chart of Ethereum versus Bitcoin, to me it's very close to breaking out of this downward channel. And as you know, I have been overweight Ethereum for a long time now, and it's paid off very well, and I expect it to have another leg higher. So I'm more interested in Ethereum than Bitcoin, and he's expecting Ethereum breaking out from this channel on this Ethereum Bitcoin chart. Next Ethereum news: Into the Block head of research says deflation will set in for Ethereum after merge. After the merge, according to the head of research, deflation will set in for Ethereum. Okay, ETH will become deflationary following the merge. ETH's next net issuance is likely to range between minus 0.5 to minus 4.5 depending on network fees. Here is a projection of what that would look like based on historical data. Okay, so it will be in minus, so the net issuance will be in minus. The fact after the merge Ethereum will become a deflationary coin has also attracted the attention of the cryptocurrency community. They anticipated to fall somewhere in the range of yes, depending on the network cost. Okay. The significant rise in burn rates that occurred during the period of high network activity led to greater levels of competition in the market, and ETH emissions is getting lower, and also the burn rate is going higher. So as the Ethereum market gets ready for upcoming adjustment in the circulating supply, the price is expected to drop before the merge. Additionally, an increased number of traders are considering selling their Ethereum holdings at the beginning of September. At the Ethereum Community Conference took place in Paris, Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin said that the Ethereum merge is supply of portion of the overall expansion strategy. The phases that makes up the Ethereum roadmap are Surge, Verge, and Splurge. The group will continue to improve scalability and yada yada. Okay, cool. Next Ethereum news. Can merge upgrade propel Ethereum to the top? Ethereum's use cases are open-ended, as it will continue to find new use cases beyond NFTs, DeFi, and decentralized applications. Okay. Bitcoin and Ethereum together make up 60% of the market share in the crypto market, with Ethereum's market capitalization being less than half of Bitcoin's. Use cases. Bitcoin, however much it upgrades, it's more likely to remain as a medium of exchange and a good store of value. Ethereum, on the other hand, has brought together an ecosystem of layer 1 and layer 2 scaling solutions that is convergency with Ethereum, are bridging scalability, efficiency, and a multitude of new use cases to Ethereum. Ethereum use cases are open-ended. The blockchain develops and upgrades. It will continue to find new use cases beyond non-fungible tokens, NFTs, decentralized finance, DeFi, and decentralized applications, dApps. ESG concerns. Bitcoin's energy intensive nature is a great cause of controversy and limits its prospect for the greener future humankind envisions. Ethereum's merge upgrade will reduce its energy uptake by 99%. However, higher gas fees will continue to be a challenge. Economic perspective. With the upgrade, Ethereum's total supply will reduce by 90%. Considering fee burns, Ethereum will become deflationary compared to Bitcoin, which will always remain inflationary. However, BTC's inflation rate is supposed to go down with every halving event. Cost effective, Ethereum's issues of high gas fees won't be solved by the upcoming merge upgrade scheduled to happen in September. However, users can save fees on Ethereum by directing all their activities on layer 2 solutions, which will then use Ethereum as the base layer. Okay, Flippening Index by Blockchain Center revealed the following developments with regard to ETH Flippening BTC. Market cap 44%, active addresses 60%, transaction count 100%, transaction volume 43%, trading volume 44%, total transaction fees 100%, Google search interest 24%. So these are the indications. Flippening seems a far-fetched idea if we gauge ETH worth in terms of current statistic. However, Bitcoin continues to be the digital gold of crypto, but Ethereum shifts it bound to send shockwaves to the Bitcoin's ecosystem, for the network will have a larger adoption scale in the DeFi and Web3 economy. Great article. Next, Hong Kong positioned as the most crypto-ready country in 2022. So Hong Kong is the most crypto-ready. We have some measurements here: number of crypto ATMs, area per crypto ATMs, legislation, percentage minimum capital gains tax rate, number of blockchain startups, crypto searches, crypto readiness score, and according to these we have some scoring system here, and you see Hong Kong got the highest rate here, than the United States and Switzerland and Georgia and United Arab Emirates. So nice to see this. And the countries with the most crypto ATMs per 100,000 people is the United States, Canada, and Hong Kong. The countries with the most interest in cryptocurrencies: Australia, searches, so these are Google searches: Australia, Ireland, United Kingdom, United Arab Emirates, Canada, United States, Croatia. Guys, great just indicators, and I think okay, next piece of news is crypto ATM market value to hit 472 million by 2027 per new data. So it's almost a $500 million, and it will reach at 2017. And North America, like Canada and US, is leading. Cool. Next, South Korea postpones 20% tax on crypto gains to 2025. So this decided to postpone this crypto tax because I think they want to give some to others. Okay. Video game giant Square Enix plans to drop a Final Fantasy 7 NFT collection in 2023. So the video game giant Square Enix is entering the NFT space. Cool. Guys, let's go and check out my Twitter feed. Definitely follow me at MIKLOS Dankler on Twitter, and also follow Corian platform. And okay, what else? And follow LaserPunk, our NFT Launchpad projects. So let's go, and also share this, retweet and follow, because then you will be eligible to get on the whitelist just for a retweet. Bollinger Bands show that Bitcoin is about to bottoming. Great insights from Vashijoria. So BTC's price exceeds the upper band, crosses the 200 period simple moving average, exceeds the lower band. So upper band, lower band, and the 20 period simple moving average, and this is a 3-week 3-week chart, and according to this we are about to bounce. Ethereum 2.0 merge is closer and closer. Here's as interesting chart from Game of Trades. Accumulating by the big boys has just begun. So Ethereum price and balances of 100 to 1000 Ethereum addresses. So you see that the balances is increasing as a hell and going parabolic. Short term is noise, long term is signal. In 5 years Bitcoin will be in the 100,000 $1 million US range, and this chart is from Plan B, so definitely check this out. And yeah, so these are some indicators that indicating the Bitcoin and the S&P price. So Bitcoin in S&P price. Hey yo, you want to buy an NFT that rewards all the time? Free crypto, free mints, airdrops? Yes, buy a Laserpunk NFT. Next piece of news is also you can give a like and share this moon card fit here. Wow, 0x Polygon has been invited to Disney's accelerator program. Is Polygon Matic entering the Web3 metaverse space with Disney? Congrats! And this is huge, guys. Polygon entering the Disney ecosystem. 40% of Bitcoin's total supply are in loss. So these are the times when buying Bitcoin is closer to the cheapest levels that you can ever reach. Yes. So guys, let's go and check out our farms. Either you are holding Binance Smart Chain of CorionX or Ethereum version of CorionX, go to our farms, provide liquidity on Uniswap or PancakeSwap, and lock up your LPs and earn up a 330% juicy APRs. So guys, let's go and also join our Telegram channel. You see that we had this announcement that RadioShack, the huge United States retail store and crypto platform, they dive deep in crypto and they are pushing cryptoadoption further. And also they have a special AMM that provides cool liquidity and removes lots of friction. Then CorionX is listed on RadioShack, so definitely come and read this Medium article and start trade on RadioShack just like on PancakeSwap or Uniswap. So guys, let's go and check out some charts and let's see what's happening here. Yes, so Ethereum is just broke about 1,600, so 1,600 US dollar, and now Ethereum is back to this zone. So that was a huge fake out here, and actually also I was stopped out here and then my short stopped out, but this is how these things happening. So I will look these previous highs, and if Ethereum will break, then I will open short up to this 1,800 US dollar levels. So Ethereum is quite bullish, and that was a huge move here, and shaked out, liquidated a lot of traders. Let's go to the Bitcoin chart. So Bitcoin is getting back to the party, and if I see right, let's check this chart. So Bitcoin is getting about back this previous horizontal level, and this is this looks pretty healthy. And then what we are just seeing here, this is working on a breakout of this bullish wedge, and if it breaks up, then we will put a short position on Bybit. You find all the exchange links that we use, also the Bybit link when you can get 4,000 US dollar deposit bonus. So go and check out, sign up, and also follow our trades. So guys, that's it for today. Smash those like, push the bell notification, or subscribe to the channel. Don't miss any updates. Join our Telegram, follow us on Twitter, visit our farms, and see you tomorrow or on another day. Bye bye.